A lot of the questions that I get in my inbox and even on some comments is, what even is GMRS radio? What does it do and how can it help me? Well, to answer a couple of those questions, this is GMRS. This is a GMRS radio. GMRS is the General Mobile Radio Service. And what that means is it is primarily used for people who are mobile in cars, golf carts, or even walking around, hiking, doing other outdoor activities. GMRS operates on the same frequencies as the FRS little walkie-talkies you get from Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. So you'll frequently find people who are hiking and doing other outdoor activities using them. They come in two different types, handhelds and mobile units. Mobile units can get up to 50 watts and handhelds can get up to 5 watts, although there's not that much of a difference because it is in such a high frequency. There's many people who call GMRS the CB killer or the CB replacement, and while that is kind of true, it's not exactly true as it can't skip and it is meant for close communications. It is also set up in a standardized 22/30 channels so that you don't have to worry about all the science nonsense that goes on with amateur radio. GMRS has repeaters that can extend your communication range upwards of 100 or so miles whenever that repeater is on top of a very high point. Search and rescue teams while in the woods may even actually call out on GMRS channels 1 all the way through 22, just trying to find where these people are. GMRS is a family radio service, thus the name FRS for these little walkie-talkies. But a GMRS license only costs $35, takes no test whatsoever, and it extends to the entirety of your family, whoever you deem your immediate family. Most of these radios also come pre-built with the ability to listen to the NOAA weather channels. What that is the National Weather Service talking to your radio, letting you know what it's like outside of your house or what may be to come. Over here I have the Retevis RB17P, and what I'm going to be doing is showing you exactly what that sounds like. I'm sure you've heard it before. It sounds a little something like this.
Clear skies. The temperature was 77 degrees, and the relative humidity 53%.
That way, you know exactly what's going on in your area, furthering the idea that this is an emergency communication tool. Luckily, GMRS handhelds and mobiles can be fairly cheap. And with them being fairly cheap, it means that you can hand them out at mass. And when you hand your radios out at mass, it means that even if your phones go down, the internet goes down, any of that, these will all still work together. And you'll be able to talk to your immediate family, assuming that you're within talking range. Now, you got people who are going to say, well, how far do they talk? The simple answer to it is the higher up you are, the further you're going to talk. If you're just using a handheld down in your concrete basement, you're probably not going to go very far. If you are outside like I am, it's probably going to get a mile or so. Go out into an open field like the yard, you're probably getting 2 miles. Climb up on the roof or have an external antenna, well, now we're talking 10 miles. Get onto a repeater system, now we're talking 100 plus miles. And not to rehash the same thing that I already said, but I'm going to do it anyway. These things, more often than not, come preloaded with tones and everything else, so that whenever you have 2 of them, they talk to each other with no programming required. And even the programming that does happen can take place on the radio itself with no technical know-how. You just follow the manual and you'll learn fairly quickly what to do. So get in that car, get in the golf cart, take a walk, bring your radio with you, and start talking to your friends, family, and other GMRS users.